Good morning, everybody. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day, and thank you for visiting my channel. As you see, I am attempting to do a test drive with this. I have a GoPro hooking up with the bungee cord. I have the battery bungee cord down there. It's a temporary with a jumper cable because I will have to get a battery for it. Pretty much engine wise, and I do have to do all the electrical. As you see, my dash is still, laying down there, and the switches and all that. But my gas pedal, brake pedal, and yes, that is my clutch, temporary, because I'm using the original clutch, as you see. And this thing, yes, it does go to reverse. Thanks to, I have to give him definitely a shout out. You will see the Honda Goldwing lever, original lever is here there, and you see the cables. As you know, these two cables, they only come in about 20 some inches, that's it, because they go from the right side of the bike to the left side of the bike. They have to be 70 inches, and they have to be a special hookup, and I couldn't figure how, and I definitely did not want to push this monster out of every time I park somewhere. So I reached to a friend, and he told me there's a company called Flander company. They make cables and they sell bike stuff, and they customize cable stuff. So I definitely gotta give them a shout out, these guys. I'm gonna put this one down so I could zoom on it, and there you go. And that's what they are, their email and all that, just in case you guys need them. They made me all the cables, what made this thing still, possible. They still have to do one more cable for me, that's my cruise control. So I took it out. They made me I made a regular one just for right now for test drive, but they will make me another one. It goes from the bike through the cruise control to the throttle, which is the small one, the first one. That's a brake, and that's good. Anyway, so I shifted the radiator here, both of them from front, and the blower is in the same place, except before it pulls air to the radiator, now push air out of the radiator. As you see, a lot of that stuff, as you see, is still my jumper cable here, hook up to the bike and all that. So I'm waiting to get the luggage rack, or the saddlebag rack, hooked up, so I could hook up all the wires, but the wires all put where they're supposed to be, so eventually they will be there. I would put the Honda Goldwing logo, or the cover, usually all that part of it will be covered, except where the fairing stuff, and normally you see that, and the fairing will be covered, but that from pretty much from behind that engine will be whatever cover I had. I'm gonna put them back in, and they are matching the color pretty much. So, and yes, you look like that. So I'm gonna get off this camera, which is my phone. I'm recording right now, and I am gonna use the GoPro. So I don't know if you guys could hear me or not, but I'm gonna see how this thing drives. To be honest with you, I did go out, but I didn't have the GoPro. It was so much fun, I had to come back and attach the GoPro. So that's that. Now I'm about to drive this thing, and I will be recording with the GoPro. So let me set this thing up and go. Talk to you later. Hi everybody, as you see, I am attempting to drive this, so I hope you guys could hear me as I'm talking. So like I said, I gotta do some of the switches and the cables. That's the final when I'm done with everything else. I'll do the cable and all that, but for right now Hi everybody. It's been almost like 30 days since mid of the video, up to a point where you can see the difference before and now. As you see, I closed the front with aluminum. Think I like that idea. Think I'm gonna start doing all of them, the top, each individual kind of like aluminum cut wrap, and then do the same thing. The wiring harness I'm done. I just have to wrap it. I still have to wait for one more item. I got an item, signal light and all that, and it came in missing some hardwares and stuff, so I had to reorder it again, send it back and get another one. Anyway, mirrors up. Let's turn around to the side. As you see, it's a handbrake up too. Some of the switches, my speedometer completely hooked up. For right now, I'm gonna leave it here, the original switch. As you see, still my cable not done, but they are on their spot. I just have to wrap all that wires, but I still have to wait for 2 more wires and then I start wrapping. Anyway, so as you see, my all work. Matter of fact, there's a first, and then there's a second. Headlight, marker light, and let's see if it shows or not. A high beam, low beam, high beam, low beam. I put the switch for it here. It'll turn light on, indicator as the high beam's on, off. Horn here, that's temporary, but that's my horn. So yeah, pretty much the wire is done. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure about that yet, but that's how I envision it, because this is going to be a windshield from here to the bottom part. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that, but I do need a windshield. It's about 40 inch by 20 inch, I believe, or 38 by 20. So either plexiglass or golf car or something, but most of the golf car stuff, they come in wrapped sideways, and my side here, it's different than that. As you see, they're different beam, because this is my windshield, this is my, as you see, my row. And yes, I do have my GoPro. I'm gonna go out for a spin, see how it does, all that. And yeah, I have my signal light. Yeah, I hooked up this for it, and yes, I do have also the flasher. So this is for like what they aftermarket for they, you know, those what they call them, tea bucket, you know, roasters for that. So anyway, so yeah, that's the style I had envisioned, but I think it's high. I still have to drop it. Maybe I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Until I get the windshield, I'll figure it out. And yes, I will cover those opening just like the front, same style. I was thinking about fiberglass or that. So cover the entire the metal and structure, the top and the side, and then have that like a little pizza box low, and close everything beyond that point or everything. And yeah, I still have to put those 2 pieces, but I still have to take all that stuff out eventually, because I have to change tire. So as you see on the other side, I have the same. And yeah, that's the part I didn't like. It's that from the back, but I'm gonna have a tarp on it, so I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna get off this camera and start the GoPro and go for a spin, since all that modification. Let's see what happened. I still have to get one more thing, the clutch. It's not in the budget, but yes, it still runs on the original clutch over there. Let's see if I could zoom on it. There it is over there. And as you see, I have a wire goes in, comes out to this. So yeah, that's how my clutch works right now. Until I get a mount on the ground fluid clutch. Because this is, as you see, I have a canister over there. So yeah, I have to have a clutch like that. It's not a wire clutch. Anyway, so I'm gonna get off this camera and go for a spin, see how she does. Now, honestly, she does great. I enjoy driving. I just can't wait to register her, but again, not in the budget. I still have to figure out how I'm gonna register her. Well, legally, she is registered under my name. I just have to figure out what I'm gonna do about the modification. Do I have to go to CHP or what? But yeah, if any suggestion, please, I could use the help. Otherwise, that's about it. Yeah, and she's still rattling because she needs a clutch, that's for sure. Like I said, the clutch has about 200,000 miles on it, so definitely she needs a clutch. So I'm gonna change that after when I open up for the air shocks, because I didn't do the air stuff because those plug pretty much, there are wires here. So, and the shocks that are clean, ready to put in. But I want to open it to put the back wheel. That's when I install everything and put them back together. So I don't have to do it twice and 3 times. I already did it like 10 times. Enough is enough. Anyway, I'm gonna get off this camera and get out for a joyride. Later. Hi everybody. As you see, I am in this vehicle. Let's start it. That's how. This is just a key ignition, so I really don't need it because I used the original. That's right, I didn't mention it. I did use the original on and off switch for the bike, so I do have the original ignition and all that. So. Anyway, so I'm gonna, yeah, my handbrake works for reverse, and again I can push, same thing, I'm supposed to push on the Honda Goldwing on the starter to make it go reverse, which is there it is. I'm gonna push over the starter, I am going reverse. Yeah, she's slow because like I said, the wheel's still big. They're like a sand roll wheel. They're bouncy, by the way, and they're wide. That's why it slows down on uphill pretty much. But I noticed on backing up flat ground, just like on the Goldwing, it's the same speed, but did not move any faster or slower. But on hill right now, you notice, watch it. I noticed with the passenger, it slows down a little bit more. Like I said, when I'm turning these big wheels, like when I make them straight, you can see it's picking up a little bit more. There you go. So that's my reverse. Release it the same way. Handbrake, release the hand lever, and it goes down. First gear, and I'm on gear. So that's I'm rolling. Anyway, so let's go for a spin. like how on the Goldwing on the ignition switch, and yeah, I could turn it back on. Oh, yeah. There's my horn. It's behind me, it's on dark one. High beam, low beam, all works. Indicators works. It feels good when you finish something. It's been in your head forever, and it's not done yet, but it's there. It's not a vision. It's possible, just with hard work, some imagination. Peace.